I'm gonna try the Vikings one more time till I lose. I might go back to my team. Been on the road though, man. Multiple D. Let's get it. Let's try to make this 3 games in a row, fellas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. First and 10 for Dalton. And his first pass is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and 10. And in the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
They'll run it here with Bernard. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
They'll run again with Bernard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go. Line 90. Line 90. Force. Get ready. Tagger. Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
First down, Bridgewater. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Bridgewater.
Let's go. Right in the fucking money.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, a decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down, Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green with a catch left side. And Charles, the story with A.J. Green, he's going to get his targets. I think the question for them is who's going to replace Jones and Sanu.
Well, isn't that the truth? They've got to have someone step up into the breach, and I'm nominating Tyler Boyd out of Pitt. You remember how much I loved him in the draft process. If he ran in the 4.4s at the Combine, he would have been a first-round selection. He can do it all. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. His throw incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They send Green to the left on his own. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
They start the drive with Peterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. Bridgewater gives to Peterson on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Peterson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On third down, Bridgewater. And it's caught by Treadwell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield to a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete. Right side. The tight end Rudolph. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise.
They're awful. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 65 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
It's a good job.
After the touchdown, Here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this one is incomplete.
All right, well, we've got a minute here. Let's talk about injuries, because preseason it can alter a team's fate. Let's start with the good stuff, though. Brashad Perryman of the Ravens, Tom Hawley of the Chiefs, both of them off of the PUP.
Yeah, they're off. Unfortunately, Vontae Davis, Colts corner, got injured. Dion Lewis with a knee. And then the Bears' Jeremy Langford also had an injury. So it's kind of the yin and the yang of preseason injuries we always see.
Everyone has to adjust, has to find a way to overcome those injuries. What do you say we end on an up note, though?
All right, what do you got?
Victor Cruz of the Giants, all right? Since that knee injury, calf injury in last season, maybe we'll get to see him back on the field in the regular season. He's back at practice.
To throw is Bridgewater. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction, because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Minneapolis after this. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Second down, Dalton. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And for Eifert, he had the ankle surgery. They're just hoping he's full go early on in the regular season.
And that's exactly what he's hoping for as well. Very frustrated about the ankle injury. It occurred in the Pro Bowl. And that's one that just drives you crazy, because it didn't happen in a regular season or a playoff game. He wants to get back out there with his team.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create spacing.
Oh, yeah.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They run again with Peterson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They send Green to the left on his own. Throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Passing, it's Dalton. Trying to get it to a foul, but it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it 1st on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they tapped. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, it's up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And it'll be 4th down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Jones on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? Oh, yeah. And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Green's got it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, what I'm seeing in this game so far, an offensive line that's establishing themselves well on the line of scrimmage, and they feel like they can keep pounding and pounding throughout this game in order to win.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lewis tries for it, but comes
know
up
what you're
empty.
doing, man.
Okay, Charles, well, we got a second here. We're creeping up on the end of August. That means fantasy drafts are coming up. I've got my family draft this weekend. I know my father, Bob, could use some help. Who do you like? Who are you taking?
Well, what's interesting to me is how Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas has gotten so much attention leading up to this. But with the, the preseason where he hasn't played much, I want to see if his value goes down a little bit. But I will tell you this, my sleeper wide receiver, Michael Thomas, a rookie with the New Orleans Saints.
Think he's got big upside this year?
I think he's got big upside. Drew Brees is throwing the ball. Sean Payton's calling the plays. I'd take a good, strong look at him.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Fighting him off.
Ran right through the trash.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they talk about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Let's get in there.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
catch left
man.
side.
I should have intercepted that shit,
there,
yo.
26 yards. And at this stage,
catch,
down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But
come
this
on.
will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Lucky.
I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule.
Come on,
the
defense,
offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy
block you
sideline
now.
and use him well.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Deep drop.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I see what you were going to throw it to,
outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Go for it. Kick the field goal. Oh, that's too far in there right now, man. See what you do, man.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton.
Let's go. We play that defense, man.
With a football. It's
Come on, man.
And a turnover on downs. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. Complete to Lee. He carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius Wright, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 55 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another chance for Dalton. Being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton taking it in. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past it. Oops, there he goes again.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Can't do nothing, man.
second down. Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Short play like that.
All right, go ahead, quit, man. It's game, bro. It's already game, bro. Might as well quit. There we go. That's all I wanted, man. It's 3-3 now. Let's get it. Three and three.